Cooking influences and enhances people's emotions. Wherever we go, the scrumptious and delectable food aroma drags us towards it. Watching food movies is always exciting and entertaining. Welcome to Binge TV, and today we'll be going over the top 10 best movies about cooking. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to turn notifications on for more videos like this one. 10th place, Chocolat. First we have Chocolat, which is about Vianne and her child arriving in a tranquil French town in the winter of 1959. The sensual side of Coco is a major plot component. Vianne Rocher and her daughter open a chocolate shop in a conservative French town that doesn't take kindly to the new arrivals and their decadent business, especially since the shop's opening coincides with Lent. The town, and most of all its mayor, see the whole operation as sinful. Gradually, though, Rocher's caring nature and gastronomical goodies win over the hearts of most everyone, including new arrival Rue. 9th place, Burnt. Next we have Burnt. Burnt is an emotional story about the love of food, the love between two people, and the power of second chances. Adam Jones was once a top chef in Paris who destroyed his once booming career with drugs and other vices, hurting a few people along the way. Adam again starts cooking at a restaurant, but without passion and love for it. He gets into fights easily and blames others for his failures. He remains hyper and selfish all the time, hurting other chefs until the drug dealer's thugs take Adam away. He returns that night during dinner service, beaten and bruised. The two Michelin reviewers arrive and he cooks for them rather than going to the hospital. They send their meals back as it's too spicy. Adam again gets in an argument and leaves the restaurant. However, after a self-served punishment, he decides to return to the restaurant and earns respect for himself. He realizes that cooking is all about passion and excitement. 8th place, Women on Top. Next we have Women on Top. The breathtaking Penelope Cruz plays a brilliant role of a Brazilian cook named Isabella, who cooks with such passion and sensuality and abundant chilies that she trails an aroma that renders all the men on 2 continents insensibly fall in love with her. The fantasy in the movie is one of the most joyous proofs when Isabella says the secret ingredient in cooking is sharing it with someone you love. 7th place, Waitress, 2007. Waitress is a movie about Jenna Hunterson, who is a waitress living in the American South. She is living in an unhappy marriage with her abusive husband, Earl. She works in Joe's Pie Diner, where she loves creating new pies with weird titles inspired by her life, such as the Bad Baby Pie. She unwantedly gets pregnant, but she decides to keep the baby. She plans to run away and slowly accumulates money. She hopes to escape on a pie contest in a nearby town, which offers a $25,000 grand prize. Earl finds out that she's pregnant and demands her to promise never to love the baby more than him. Jenna's life changes after she meets her obstetrician, Jim Pomatter, who is married, but the two get attracted to each other. Earl finds Jenna's multiple stashes of cash throughout the house. In despair, she flees to Dr. Pomatter, but then her water breaks. At the hospital, Joe hands her an envelope with instructions not to open it until after the baby is born. Jenna soon gives birth to a baby girl, Lulu. At the hospital, Earl and Jenna get into a fight, and Jenna tells him that she will no longer put up with his abuse. Jenna opens the envelope and finds a handmade card with a sketch of her, inscribed "Start Fresh," along with a check for $270,450. Jenna decides to break up with Dr. Pomatter and hands him a chocolate moon pie. Jenna wins the pie contest, as well as turning the diner into a successful enterprise named Lulu's Pies. 6th place, Eat, Pray, Love. Eat, Pray, Love, a movie where Elizabeth Gilbert is in desperate need of change. She thought she had everything she wanted in life: a home, a husband, and a successful career. But instead of feeling fulfilled and happy, she feels distressed and sad. She went through a divorce, facing a turning point. To find her true self, she takes a year-long holiday and embarks on a quest of self-discovery that takes her to Italy, India, and Bali. She learns the Italian language and eats the most lip-smacking and delicious foods. She learns to enjoy the simple things in life again, and that features food in a big way. She digs into dishes such as pizza napolitana, fried artichokes, and a bowl of egg, asparagus, potato, and ham salad drizzled with olive oil during her stay in Italy. Her love for eating new cuisine helps her gain pleasure and contentment in her life. 5th place, No Reservations. No Reservations is a story of Kate Armstrong, who is the head chef at the restaurant in Manhattan's West Village. She runs her kitchen at a rapid pace as she coordinates the making and preparation of all the fantastic meals and personally displays the food to perfection on every dish. She loves it when people enjoy her dishes. In the meanwhile, Kate's sister Christine dies in a car accident, leaving her 9-year-old niece Zoe. While Kate is devastated by her sister's death, Paula decides to hire a new sous chef, Nick Palmer, who is highly talented and may become the head chef of the restaurant. The atmosphere in the kitchen is somewhat chaotic as Kate feels increasingly threatened by Nick's amusing personality. She tries to avoid him in every possible manner and considers him a rival. Later, Kate realizes that the two of them only flourish with their passion for cooking. Kate allows herself to become vulnerable and tear down the walls she has built throughout her life so that she and Nick could start fresh. 4th place, The 100-Foot Journey. The 100-Foot Journey, a clash of culinary and social cultures, Indian and French, begins when an expatriate Indian family buys a restaurant in a small French town and names it Maison Mumbai. Maison Mumbai is located 100 feet across the street from Le Sol et Pleurer. Abu and Mallory become rivals, and a Cold War peaks on Bastille Day when one of Mallory's chefs vandalizes the Cadam's restaurant by spray painting words which translate to "France for the French" on the outer wall and firebombing the interior. The following morning, Mallory personally cleans the graffiti from Maison Mumbai. Hassan, trying to impress Mallory, asks if he may cook an omelet for her. After tasting the omelet, Mallory recognizes Hassan's potential and invites him to work for her as an apprentice. Hassan's cooking skills help Mallory's restaurant to receive its 2nd Michelin star. Later, he accepts a job in Paris, but his cooking is drowned in the thoughts of his family and Marguerite. Hassan returns home a year later and reunites with Marguerite. Both join in a business venture, buying a stake in Mallory's restaurant, along with operational control. 3rd place, Julie and Julia. Julie and Julia is a film presented in a series of flashbacks between present day and past. Both wrote memories and found their lives intertwined. In different times and spaces of their lives, both are at loose ends until they discover their talent and that anything is possible if you work fearlessly. In 2002, Julie Powell, a young writer fed up with her unpleasant job at a call center, decides to cook every recipe in Julia Child's Mastering the Art of French Cooking from 1961 in 1 year. Her husband Powell decides to write a blog to motivate her and document her progress. She is asked to host Judith Jones, who was Child's editor. Julie attempts to make beef bourguignon for the occasion, but Jones cancels at the last minute, leaving Julie disheartened. She takes a short break from cooking, but her mother motivates her and ensures her that she has the talent, so she shouldn't give up. Julie once again decides to take it up. Julie is visited by the New York Times, which features her blog in a story, after which her project begins to receive the attention of journalists, literary agents, and publishers. 2nd place, Ratatouille. In the next spot of our list, we have Ratatouille, one incredibly ridiculous concept taken to such an adorably conceived animation that it's hard not to enjoy a film about a rat that literally tells a chef how to cook by tugging at their hair. As we mentioned, Ratatouille follows the story of Remy, a witty, clever, and talented rat who longs to become a great chef, except for the fact that he's a rat. That's until he meets Linguini, a human who serves as his partner in the kitchen as they strive to build up the reputation of one of the most prestigious restaurants in France and get one of the most important critics' approval. 1st place, Chef. Chef is a movie about Carl Casper, who is the head chef of Gaulois in Brentwood, Los Angeles. He loves to make innovative dishes, but always gets in a clash with the restaurant's owner, Riva, who wants him to stick to classic dishes. Carl gets a chance to serve the famous food critic and blogger Ramsey Michel, but Riva demands to go with old dishes. Carl accepts, leading to a bad review from Ramsey. Carl insults Ramsey on Twitter, not realizing that his reply is public, and gains a large online following. After confronting Riva, he decides to quit. Later, Carl accepts his ex-wife Inez's invitation to accompany her and Percy to Miami, where he rediscovers his love for Cuban cuisine. He joins forces with his ex-wife, best friend Martin, and Percy to launch a food truck business. Ramsey visits the truck to explain his bad review and offers to finance a new restaurant where Carl will have full creative control. 6 months later, Carl and Inez remarry. So what are your thoughts on all these cooking movies? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more.